Anil, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hey, Barkvi, good morning. Hi, Ajay, good morning.
Good morning, Krishna.
Good morning. Hey, Manikanta. Good morning.
Hi, Anna. Good morning.
Morning. Okay, just wait for 1 minute. Let's see. What is missing today? We'll start. Join today's. Okay, guess let's share the screen. Any doubts on yesterday's class, guys? What we discussed regarding the different service models we have it, regarding the deployment models we have it. What are the service models we have? The cloud.
SAS, PAS,
Mhm.
IAS.
Okay. What is the major difference?
Service as means software as a service means application and all will be maintained by cloud only.
Mhm.
We need to use only means those services, application services.
Mhm. Okay.
Platform as a service means they will look after all the patching and all. We need to look after our application.
Mm. Okay.
Infrastructure as a cloud means
Mhm.
that one I don't means in they will give us only the infra remaining and all we need to means what is the difference between this platform as a cloud and infrastructure as a cloud?
Okay. Let's open this one. You can see here. So this is the on-premises. So on-premises means everything from the hardware standpoint, like networking setups or storage. Okay. The server, the physical server built up to here, right? This is the physical network, not normal virtual network. It's a physical cables and all these things are doing in the data center. We are connecting everything. So the storage we are procuring from the MC or SAN storage, right? We are going to purchase from the customer to set up onto the data center. The servers means you, in the top of it, we are going to create some physical servers. Okay. In the top of it, we are going to install VMware Hyper-V to make these servers to become a virtual machines. You want to create a virtual machines. This virtualization is mandatory. So without virtualization, like VMware or Hyper-V, you cannot create a virtual machine. So where you are going to, we discussed it, right? Where exactly you are going to create a virtual machines on the physical servers. Okay. So in cloud up to here, so you can see it's a, whatever the color is in blank color, right? So this up to this level in any service model, it is taken care by Microsoft or vendor who is a cloud vendor. We have it. So after virtualization, you can create your in an infrastructure as a service model. You can create your own virtual machine, and along with that, you can select what operating system you are try to create. It's a platform, and you are able to log into that virtual machine, and you can install whatever the softwares you have it, the applications or data, whatever. It's just like an on-premises from here. So here is the same. Okay, there is no difference. Up to virtualization, in on-premises, you have a control. We can log in, we can go, connect to the data center servers, we can connect to physical servers, we can connect to the storage, we can connect to the person who can directly go to the data center, you can able to see the cables and all. Whereas if you go to the cloud, up to here, there is no one have an access. No customer have an access to go to the Microsoft data center in Azure standpoint. The same as AWS or GCP, whoever it is, the service providers, the customer cannot, or the service provider cannot go and connect to the, physically see or enter into their data centers at all. We don't have any access. Only they are provisioning from the after virtualization setup, because this setup will taken care by vendor. We are not bothered about that. Any physical components are failed, any physical setup is failed. Everything is maintained by entire data center is maintained by Microsoft as per the Azure standard. So top of it, we can create a only virtual machine. Once you create a virtual machine, you are able to log into the virtual machine and you can install whatever the softwares you want to install it. You want to install any applications. You want to install any softwares like if it's a .NET application, if you want, you can install .NET related softwares. You can relate any middleware softwares you want to install it. You want to store some data in that. Everything you can able to do it, and you are the responsible to maintain that server. For example, the servers are not available for so many reasons. One is the patching scenarios. The server is not available. It is going to reboot. Sometimes it is in hardware failures. Sometimes in the power failures. Sometimes in network failures. Many things are there. Okay. Sometimes the overload of the server. That time also the server is not available. So any physical component failures, Microsoft will take care. Any related to the softwares, operating systems, we are the responsible to maintain our server high availability. So that is infrastructure as a service model. You have a choice to connect to log on to the virtual machines. Okay. But if you go to the platform as a service model, we don't have any choice to connect the virtual machine. The underlying virtual machine will be maintained by Microsoft. Okay. The underlying virtual machine, because see, we go to so this is our virtual machine. You can simply understand, if I'm able to log into this server, this comes under a infrastructure service model. Okay. So in this virtual machine, one application is running. You are only access this application. You cannot log on to this server physically. Okay. This we can call it as a platform as a service model. So you cannot log on to the virtual machine, or you cannot directly connect or access this application. You cannot do any modifications on this application. That is, we can call it as a SaaS model, software as a service model. So that means in a platform as a service model, this virtual machine, inside this application, if we have a data, you are the responsible. Microsoft will not taking care of this. Only they will take care of any hardware related to this virtual machine. For example, NIC card is failed, or underlying rack is failed, underlying network physical cable is failed. Those things will taken care by Microsoft. That is not our responsibility, because you can see as per this diagram, up to here, everything is maintained by cloud vendor. Apart from that, we need to take care of this server, the patchings, upgradations, what are the softwares you installed in this particular server, that applications, that softwares upgradations, everything you are the responsible in a infrastructure as a service model. In a platform as a service model, we are least bothered about this server. We are only focused on this particular application or whatever the service is running inside that particular virtual machine. Okay. So only we need to take care of this one. That's it. We are least bothered about the server where your application or the service is installed or maintained. Okay. the server patching, server upgradation, server high availability, everything is maintained by cloud vendor. Only we are responsible for this application or your data. If you have any data inside this particular server, that is your responsibility. This you are not responsible. Okay. Then if you go to the software service model, everything is maintained by cloud vendor. Like the server, inside that server we have application, inside that server we have a data. Everything is maintained by cloud vendor. This type of service we can call as a software as a service model. Okay. So these scenarios, infrastructure service model, you can see in on-premises. You can create a server, you can install your softwares. For example, you want to make this server as a SQL server. So you can create one server and then you can install SQL and you can maintain this. Okay, you are responsible to maintain the server as well as the database. Both you are the responsible for that. The same as infrastructure service model. But in cloud, these two are special. These two options are not available in our on-premises. There is no choice. So here, the server is maintained by cloud vendor. Whatever the database, for example, SQL installed, you are the responsible for only SQL database inside that server. Clear? Any confusion here?
No.
Clear?
Yeah, clear, Krishna.
Any confusion here? So don't confuse on this like how we are going to the server is maintained by Microsoft and this application is maintained by ourselves. How it is possible without connect to the server, log on to the server. So generally we never seen this type of setup if you go on premises. We never seen that. But in cloud, we have a choice. So just like some of the examples like web app, function apps, logic apps, firewalls. So these are the different services are there in the cloud. So all these services that comes under the PaaS model, platform as a service model. Because we are going to use the only service where the service is installed on server. So everything, any software, this web app is nothing but is one of the software is a backend, right? So it is running as an application. So we are going to use this service as a web app, but we are not maintain this server where this service is installed. We are least bothered about that. So that is your choice. The function of the apps also the same. The same thing we will discuss and I will show you how to do that. Okay. How we are going to identify this. Okay. It's very easy. Don't worry about that. Okay. So today, we are planning to connect our Azure portal. How we are going to connect our Azure cloud. So we need to use a link called portal.azure.com. So completely cloud is connecting through web. No need to install anything, no need to set up anything on our local laptop. It's completely web-based, connecting through internet. You can simply use portal.azure.com. So once you use this URL or link, okay, what will happen? So it will ask our credentials. So any website we are going to ask, like, it is going to be asked like a username, password, right? So this username and password when you are going to get it? Once you registered yourself with Azure portal. So how this process works? What is the type of accounts we can create? So you can create two type of accounts in Azure. Basically 4 types, but most predominantly we can use as a free account. So we have student account, we have enterprise Visual Studio account, many other accounts with the different purposes. So most predominantly we are using free account and pay-as-you-go model. These are the two types of accounts we can create initially. So free account, we have $30 or $200. So once you create an account with Azure, it's a free account. It's the first time we are going to use it as a free account. It will provide a free services to the person who we are going to create an account. It will be, this free account will be expired within 30 days. 30 days, not within 30 days, it's a 30 days. Or $200. So once you use so what will happen when you create an account, the $200 will be credited in your account, your Azure account. So whenever you utilize the services, like you, for example, you create one virtual machine. Okay, it is like $5. If you use for 1 hour, they charge $5. So $5 will be reduced from the $200. It's like $195 we have it. So it will show you what is the remaining amount you have in your account. So once these $200 are completed, this free account need to change it to pay-as-you-go. You need to move to the pay-as-you-go model. So what is a pay-as-you-go model? Pay-as-you-go model, it is going to, there is no credit, everything will be charged. So for example, I used virtual machine for 1 hour. So $5 will be charged. So once you go to the pay-as-you-go model, it will generate invoice on how we are going to get our mobile billing with postpaid, right? The same way you will get our invoice will be generated on monthly basis. Like how we are getting our credit card bills and all these things, right? Monthly basis. So we are also getting the same monthly basis. Invoice will be generated. What are the services are used? All the services are chargeable. There is no free. Only some services, those are free for 12 months. Some services are free for forever. So some options are there in cloud. So you can go ahead and use this. Like I'm going to Azure free account. Free account or pay-as-you-go model. You can see here. So free account available only for new customers. Free monthly amount of 20 popular services for 12 months for new Azure customers only. Free monthly amounts of 65 plus always free services. Access full catalog of service up to free amount of $200. You can see $200 will be credited automatically when you create a account with Azure first time. Okay. Spending protection, credit card won't be charged. So there is no charge if you are using a free account for 30 days. It is up to 30 days only. Okay. No upfront commitment, cancel anytime. You can cancel anytime if you want. And move to the pay-as-you-go. Pricing continues beyond the 30 days or after credit is used by $200. So either of these two, 30 days or $200 are completed. You have to go to pay-as-you-go model. Okay. So in a pay-as-you-go model, free monthly amounts of 20 plus popular services for 12 months free. Same as 65 plus always free. Okay. So we have a technical support if you want, and that is the option we can choose it. Okay. And so it will show you what are the free services we have it. Like Azure DevOps is a free service up to 5 users as a limit. So you can see always this is the Azure speech and foundry tools. This is also free for up to 0.5 million neural characters per month. Azure Container Registry, one standard tier registry with 100 GB storage and 10 webhooks. That is free for 12 months. So virtual machines also, the models will be there in the virtual machines. This is one of the model called B1S model, B2 PTS V2 model. These are the two type of models are free for 12 months for new customers, new users. Okay. Same as we have different options like Azure Data Catalog, Azure Data Factory is always free for up to 5 low frequency. Azure SQL database is also free up to 1 lakh vCore seconds. And it is free for 32 GB of storage also free. This is always. And Azure document, so many things are there. So they are going to they are promoting themselves, themselves. They are going to give some offers to the customers for some of the services are always. But don't think about that. You can see many people are confusing here. Virtual machine is free. No, it is not. All virtual machines are free. Only this model is free for 12 months. If you use any other models of virtual machine, different sizes, like this is size, this size actually, so the size of your virtual machine. Okay. Only this size of the virtual machine is free for 12 months. If you use any other size, that will be chargeable. There is no free for that. So here also you can see SQL database is free always, but it is not all SQL databases. Only 1 lakh vCore seconds. Only it's a free with a 32 GB. If you go beyond that, it will be charged. Just like that. Okay. Don't confuse to use like if they're saying is always free or 12 months free, you cannot use the high-end databases models or high-end virtual machine models. You cannot go with that. It's a very costly. Okay. So if you are planning to create an account with Azure first time, what are the prerequisites? How I am going to create an account? The first prerequisite is you need one Outlook account, okay, or Gmail account, okay, or Microsoft account. Any of this account is mandatory. That email is mandatory. And credit card or debit card is mandatory. Okay. Previously, only the credit card is allowed. Now, I think they are allowed debit card also. Okay. So these cards are mandatory while creating an account. Any questions till now?
No, no.
Okay. So now, how I'm going to create an account? So for that, I will show you the step-by-step process is there. Okay. How to create your free account? You can go through this just for the to understand here. Okay. Let me open it first from the beginning. Okay. Hmm. So first you can try to create a mm, free account, create a new uh, account. For me, I can, if I try to open it, it will automatically log in because it is, I already have a account with Azure. So see, if it's the first time you want to create an account, create one, you can click on here. You can see the same thing here. Okay. You can have an option to try Azure for free. You have two options, you will get it. Once you open a portal.azure.com, you will get two options. It's the first time. So you can try to Azure create a free account. Then it will ask your email ID. Okay. And so once you enter your email ID, click on next, it will move to this page. Here it will ask the details about your country code and phone number, verification code and everything. It is going to be identified. So then it will move to your credit card details. Okay. So once this credit card details you are entering like all the details, address and all, what will happen? 2 rupees will be deducted from your account, from your credit card for the testing purpose. It will be reversed once the account is created. Okay. So once you've done all you need to put a check mark here and click on sign in. Automatically, your account will be created. We are going to connect this. Okay, you can see here. So once you connect this your portal, you can see your email ID and your name and everything. You can see here in the corner. Okay. So this is the process to create an account. Okay. So any confusion, guys? Here, how to create a free account?
No, no.
Okay. So once you create an account, how it's look like? Okay. For example, let me open my account. One second. So actually, it is asking your authenticator. Like, you have a Microsoft authenticator, right? It is going to be authenticate through the Microsoft authenticator, and then it is allowed to connect. You need to scan it first, so it will, because I already have account, so that's the reason they ask the all details. Otherwise, it won't ask. Okay. You can see once you connect to your portal.azure.com, you can see some, like, my ID, email ID, and you can see the default directory. You can see some information here, domain name, and one. You can see here the directory default. Some ID is, is there. Sorry. Okay, so some ID is there, and you can see here this is the portal. So everyone using the same portal, portal.azure.com. Okay, once you connect this portal, you can see different services and all these things. So what is the background story? Because everyone using a same account, how it is going to be disaggregate? How we are going to differentiate this is your account or this is my account? Because you are using the same portal. Now, how these accounts are, where exactly these accounts are created? We are trying to understand them. Okay, for example, so okay. So for example, I'm going to create an account with Azure. What will happen? It will create one directory for me in Azure Global Active Directory. We can call it as Enter ID now. Previously, we can call it as Active Directory. So Azure have a global Active Directory. It is going to maintain our credentials, your username and passwords are created and maintained in a Azure Global Active Directory or Enter ID. Okay. So what exactly happens here? Whenever I create, for example, Krishna has created account, right? So Microsoft create account for me in a one folder. For example, Manikanta created one account. Okay. So one more directory was created like this for Manikanta. The same way, Anil is created one more account. Someone is created one more account. So everyone is created one folder. This folder we can call as a default directory. And this particular folder will have one ID. This ID we can call as tenant ID. Okay. So I have one tenant ID. Manikanta has one tenant ID. Anil has one tenant ID. Someone is have one tenant ID. These tenant IDs are globally unique in Azure Entra ID. Okay, it's a globally unique. Unique means the same ID cannot be generated for anyone else. Okay, so you can see here my ID. You can see default directory. If I click here, also you can get it. Go to my default directory. See, this is my default directory. This is my ID. This ID we can call as tenant ID. This tenant ID is unique for each and every one in Azure Global Active Directory. Okay. So inside this folder, it is added all our services. Okay. All default services is automatically added in this folder. So whenever you try to connect, for example, I log on to my account. So what exactly happens? I will connect to this folder. Now I can see all my services inside this folder. Okay. The same way Manikantha's folders are, it has a one unique ID and all the services required, default services are added here. The same way for someone else. The same way for someone else. So some services not directly added to your folder, default directory. So for that, we need to request to the Microsoft to add that. For example, AI services. So AI services are, we can call as cognitive services. These services are defaultly not added to your folder until unless you request to the Microsoft. We need to send a request to the Microsoft. Can you please add these services to my directory? Then they will add it. Okay. Some services are like that, but most of the services like default services like virtual machines, databases, storage, Active Directory. So many things, DevOps, uh, function apps, whatever it is. Everything, the default services are added to your directory. Okay. What are the services available? Then only those services you can utilize. Otherwise, you cannot utilize directly. You need to send a request to the Microsoft to add it to your account. So they will check your account details. You are eligible for that service or not. If you are eligible, they will add it. That is a process. Is it clear, guys? Up to now? Any doubts?
Oh, no, no.
Everyone? Praveen, Anil, Ajay?
Yeah, no doubts.
No doubts. Everyone. Okay. Okay. Now, once I create account, can I use my services? No, you cannot use it. So what else is required? We require subscriptions. Subscription. What is the meaning of subscription? So subscriptions are required. You can create multiple subscriptions in one account. In one account, you can create a multiple subscriptions. What is the purpose of subscriptions? So subscriptions are mandatory to generate a bill. For example, I have different environments. For example, I have dev environment, I have production environment, I have dev like um, UAT environment, different environments or different customers. So I have it for in my account. I want to provide a service to them. So how we are going to segregate? Okay, these people generated. Okay, for example, if you go to the hotel, so every person will get a bill. So what is the purpose of this bill? Whatever the services are used for that, right? So that is the reason they are going to generate the bill for you and give it to you. You need to pay for that, right? The same way, subscriptions are also nothing but a bill. So how it is going to be identified? So what are the services I used? With the help of subscriptions. Okay. One subscription is mandatory to use any service in cloud, in Azure cloud, especially. Without subscription, you cannot create any service or utilize because it has to be generated a bill, right? They want to know that under which subscription you use this. I created one virtual machine. Okay. So I use for this virtual machine for 5 hours. So how can I identify that? So you need to select that one subscription. That's under subscription, this VM is created, and this is the 5 hours of I used, like it's a 10 rupees, for example. So next day, I create one storage account. I use this storage account for 10 hours. So 10 hours, 40 rupees, for example. This is also added to the subscription. The same way, it is going to be whatever the services are used in cloud, specific subscription, the bill will be added to your subscription. At the end of the day, that after 30 days, what will happen? One invoice will be generated. So this invoice we need to pay from your credit card. That amount will be deducted from your credit card. What are the credit card or debit card you added to? When you create an account, right? That amount will be deducted from that particular card. Okay.
So the Krishna, like for the free account, so we'll be having only one subscription. So
You can
one
create
sub-
multiple subscriptions also. It doesn't, no, there is no restrictions to won't create any other subscriptions. You can create multiple subscriptions even a free.
so during free accounts, we can create multiple subscription also.
Yes,
Okay.
you can create that. Okay.
Mhm.
So here, once you let me go back to my account. If I go back to my account, see, I have one subscription. You can type here, you can get the subscription details. You can type, you can see all the services, guys. You can type here, or you can click on this particular three button, right? You can, this is your favorites list. You can see all services. You can click on here. It will show you what type of services are offered by Microsoft Azure. For example, you can see compute. In compute, you can create a virtual machines. You have virtual machine desktop, AVDs, host groups, community halls, SSH keys, virtual machine scale sets, many things. Okay. These type of options comes under the infrastructure service model. So we have some PaaS models also, like app services, okay, Azure Spring apps, many other things, microservices. So all these sections are comes under the compute. If you go to databases, under databases you have many things like SQL database is supported by Azure, SQL database hyperscale, Azure SQL managed instances, okay, Cosmos DB, Postgres, okay, MongoDB, and Oracle also it was supported recently. It was not there. Oracle database is not supported by Azure, almost a year back. Now it is supported. You can able to create Oracle databases also. Okay, these are the different databases are supported in Azure. The same as like you have identity, you have integrations, many things. Identity, you have a Active Directory, we have it. Migration tools, we have it. Monitoring tools, we have it. Many things, many things. You can security tools, we have it. Okay, and these are the different services are offered by Microsoft. If you want to check their services available or not, you can go to the all services. You can check it. Okay, if you know the service name, you can type here. For example, virtual machine. You can see if you type VIR, automatically it will get it. Virtual machines are virtual machines, virtual networks, virtual clusters, many more. Okay, so before we are going to discuss about the services, we are going to discuss about the subscriptions. You can type subscription here. click on subscription. You can see I have one subscription here. I'm the owner of the subscription. You can see when I click on here, it will show you as of now it's a 0. I'm not utilized from in this cycle. I'm not utilized my any services as of now. If you go to the cost management, okay, or you can go to the billing, you can see that billing profile invoices. You can see different invoices are generated. My billing cycle is, you can see last time, it is 751 rupees. Before that, it is on 302 rupees, 414, 305, 839, 49. Many things like if you click on here, this invoice, it will give the detailed information about what services are used from when to when. Okay. So my cycle was 1/9/2026 to paid on 1/14. So we can see the cycle also. You can see 12/1/2025 to 12/31/2020. This is my cycle. So in between the services, these are the services I used. I used some VPN gateway. I used some premium SSD disks. I used a Bayesian host. I have used many things. Okay. It will give the detailed information about how many seconds you used, like, the tax, how much it is charged. Okay. Everything is detailed information. You will get it for the your choice. Like how you are getting your phone bill, right? How many seconds you talk and what time you talk. Detailed information will be there. Same way, entire in invoice, it will give the detailed information about that. If you can download it and you can use it. Okay, you can download this invoice and if you want to send it. So these are these 6 are mandatory when you like, this billing and all. If you go to the real time, right? The customer, we need to send this information to the customer. Okay, the customer is reviewing your billing and all. Then he told like if he's compared with any old invoices, if any changes are there, any drastic change, like, this month I got 751 rupees. So last month I got only 200 rupees. So all of the sudden customers say asking that why it is going to be increased drastically from 200 to 700. So any new services are added. What are those services? When you used, any approval is there. So many things comes into the picture from the customer. He will ask many questions. Okay, we need to ready to give answer. Okay, so this is the we in this subscription you can see it will give the detailed information. We can create a how I'm going to create this account as a subscription. We can create a new subscription. You can see add. If it's a first time, as of now, already have a one subscription, but you don't have you when you create an account, you don't have a subscription, it's automatically not created. You have to create a subscription by yourself. For that, we need to click on add. You can give any name. The name of your subscription is your choice. Okay. And who is the name of the person and the invoice section, the plan, what model you are going to use it, everything. Then click on review and create. Next. It will ask some details. And that's all. The subscription will be created. Okay. So these subscriptions will be cancelled anytime. Okay. You have some options like you can cancel the subscription. You can rename the subscription. You can change the directory. It will move to the different tenant also. If you want, many things you can do. You can create some billing also. For example, I want to set some budget. So in your credit card also, you have some, you can set up your budget, right? Your usage is not more than 20,000, something like that. You can put a benchmark of your usage. You can do the same thing in Azure subscriptions also. If it's you set like if you want to get any alerts or anything like that, if it is more than 20 rupees, it's more than 100 rupees or more than 2,000 rupees, something like that. You can create a You can set up a alerts for that. You will get an alert. Okay, you already used 80% of your actual requirement. Something like that. You will get an alerts and all to control the your budget and all. We can do that. Any questions, guys, till now? Any questions? Is it clear?
For free account, we will get that $2,000 credit amount, right, Anna?
Not 2000, it's a 200.
Sorry, 200.
Yeah, yeah.
200. If we means take any subscription, means it will deduct from the $200.
No, subscription will only for how long, like, how many, how you are going to use our services. For example, I want to create a virtual machine. You can see here. For example, I'm planning to create one virtual machine. Okay, virtual machine. Create a virtual machine. So what is our first step? Select our subscription. Is a mandatory. Without subscription, you cannot go further. Okay. So why this is required? This virtual machine usage, that usage comes under this particular subscription billing. You can create multiple subscriptions. So you want to segregate your billing, you need to select the right subscription. One subscription is so fine, but if you want, you can create. For example, customer says that I need a separate bill for development servers. I need a separate bill for production servers. So how we are going to segregate? We are going to create multiple subscriptions. Okay, one subscription for dev, one subscription for production. So when you create a virtual machine for dev environment, you can use dev subscription. So that bill for that particular virtual machine goes to the dev subscription. The same way, if it's a production server virtual machine you want to create, you need to select a production subscription. So that billing will go to the production subscription. So that is the way you can segregate. So finally, after 1 month, customer says that I want to know the bill for dev environment. What is the cost for this month? What is the utilization? I got it. What is the bill for my dev environment? What is the bill for my production environment? You can go to the subscription, you can download it, that invoice, and send it to the customer. That's it. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is a way you can. Yeah.
I have purchased one subscription. How many members we have used, sir? Only
Which
one
one?
member, sir. Only 3 or 4 members also use same account.
If you give your credentials to someone else, then someone else are using it, but you need to pay for your account, right? See, if I give my account to someone, for example, your bank account, if you give your bank account details to someone, what will happen? The amount will be deducted from your account only, right? So if, for example, if I have taken
Yes.
your account details, I connected, I created multiple services, I used it. Ultimately, billing will be deducted from your credit card only, right? Is it correct? So I created
Yes,
my
sir.
account. If I give my credentials to you, what will happen? Amount will be deducted from my account only. You
Yes,
cannot
sir.
give it. If you want, you can give it. That is, there is no harm to, like, there is no one stop you to do that. But you are ready to bear for that. Got it?
Yes, got it.
Okay, guys. So, guys, tomorrow is a festival, right? Actually, we are planning to go out. So tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we don't have a class. Okay, we can reconnect on Monday, the same time. Is it fine?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So meanwhile, everyone try to create an accounts in Azure. Okay, free account. Okay, try to create an account, then you can use it. If you find any difficulties to create an account, just let me know on Monday. I will help you on that.
Sir, yesterday class also not uploading Gmail, sir.
Yeah, I will do it both today. Okay. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. See you on Monday, same time.
Mm.
Bye for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you.